rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We taking wins home. Hey, home. Get wide. Pilot, 64. Win. Go.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Mike. Yeah, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. All 52. We go.
Allen now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Middle. Watch the whip. Monday. Hey, Haywood.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Tackle. Watch the eye. 61, matchbox light.
On first down, Bloom. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bloom throwing the out route and complete. That's Hicks. 12 yards there and a first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, pick your game up. Time go, time go, time go. Oh! Go get him, go get him, go get him. Check mark, get it.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bloom. Throw left side complete. It's Hicks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 17, and it also gives them the first down.
First down, Crusaders.
Ready, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
2nd and 4. Pass incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Let's go, baby.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right, that opening drive, keep those chains moving.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Off play action. Bloom. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw on 3rd down. Bloom. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Bring it. Bring it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. We're scoreless after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Half 85, half 85.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bloom. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Leo! Y'all play, hey, stay him up! Check 13! Switch! Big dash! Come. Watch the twist! Back! Look at me! Zipper! I got it! Now.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's Allen to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
4 down, 4 down. Check Mike, man, check Mike, man,
Throwing again. Bloom. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Go! Check 26, go! Lead grip!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bloom into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Point after, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. To throw on 2nd down. Bloom. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
Hey, Echo, 60 outlaw. Check. Mike. Yo, go. Hey, you got to get the stop here, D. Mike 50. Yeah. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Bloom. And he's got his man on the out route. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Protein spill, a alpha.
To throw again. Bloom throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hicks. The reception good for 7. It's third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Bloom. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Bloom. And he comes back with one complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
A gain of 14. First down, Crusaders.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Going on the ground with Eckler, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Rock it. Check 52. Squeeze.
2nd and 3. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check. Lucky. Alert.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake. Bloom. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check it backer, check it backer. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
Nasir Everly on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
Joseph now to have the PAT.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Orbit. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bloom, he completes it to Henry. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Bloom looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hicks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Coming for you. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Bloom. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Ringo. Titans on Ringo. Now. We got 4. We got 4.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing on 1st down, Bloom. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the reach. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Yep. Get some penetration here. Get some penetration. Let's go.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Down. 60 or. Look at me. Zipper.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw. Bloom. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, number 12 for Bloom. And the pressure gets to him again. attack McKinley. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 50, Mike, 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh?
From the gun, Bloom. And a throw right sideline is complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey. Get it.
On fourth down, Bloom. And that is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
They're running it.
He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did.
And Owen coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Here we go again. Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Bloom. That's going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
At the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Second and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But now it's third and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
Go.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Operating from the gun. Bloom. And it's caught. Touchdown. Austin Eckler. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Under 10, 10.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason.
Check right. Say. 5 wide. 80 weapon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the 50-yard line.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
X3, 218, chopper. Regular.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Hey, Mike's 50. Yo.
Hey, home. Mike 50, Mike. Hey, seam 6.
Watch the pass. Mike's 50. Too little, Pat.
Yo, Mike 50.
Bandit.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Allen. Open man has got one. It's complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the six. Stop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25.